This video was originally made in Tamil, and after that I received a lot of requests from teachers and parents across the country to make it in English, and so here it is. This is on supporting routines in children, and the complaint from many parents is that before the lockdown, before classes went online, children had regular routines. Now after the classes went online, their regular routines have completely changed, and it's almost impossible for you to wake them up, get them to do their everyday routines, and get to sit down for their online classes. Now, let's understand this as simply and as scientifically as possible. When the classes were not online and children needed to get ready within a certain time, we normally used school as a threat, something like a hidden threat. So what would happen is, even waking them, get ready, it's late for school, or you'll be late for school, get ready, your bus is going to be here, or papa has to get to office, or something like that. So there was always an external threat, and children never understood internal regulation of the whole situation, meaning that they did not understand that these are my routines and I need to take part in them, or I need to steer them, or I need to be responsible for them. It was always somebody else taking responsibility for what they needed to do, which is why the moment that external threat disappeared, many children stopped being part of the routine. So let's come back to how can I as a parent change this. So let's assume that you have 3 tasks that the child has to do: wake up, brush their teeth, have a bath, have breakfast, and after 15 minutes sit for class. So you have to plan the routine in such a way, have a dialogue with your child and let them know how much time is actually required for it. You can together record or register how much time it takes to do these tasks, and according to that make sure that they go to bed well in advance and they are well rested before you expect them to develop these routines, because a child who's not well rested will never be able to wake up on time and be part of the routine because they're still half asleep. So making sure that they've rested well. You can go to the next aspect, and in psychology these used to be called behavior modification charts, but I'm not taking it at that level. What I'd like for us to understand, you could make a small, I'm using it on a board, you can use any material. Now in this, what you're doing is have a 7x7 grid for the child and let them know this is what you need to do in the morning, and you can ask them the question, what are the 3 things that you need to do? You need to brush your teeth. So let them come up with the answer, let them know the routine as clearly as possible, and once they've been able to do it, they give themselves a star, a tick, or they put a sticker there and things like that. This can be made on a piece of paper and pasted on the mirror in the bathroom as well, if you feel that it will work. Another way to do it on a piece of paper, now this I've made for a student who tends to forget quite a bit. So what we've done is actually broken it down into how much time or at what time the task has to be done. What is the task? We've used small drawings. You can use clip arts from the internet and also make it a chart. Now for him we had to break it down into brush your teeth and then put your brush and paste back in the cup, then go out and play, have a shower, put the soap back, and so on. So we broke it down, and he himself, if there is a small delay, has to mention what time it is. Now all this helps the child start looking at, this is my work and this is how I need to develop it. Another very simple way to do it, you could have a box, and in the box you could have 4 different colored pieces of paper or 3 different colored pieces of paper, depending on what the child needs to do. It need not be something that you need to write anything in. So you could assign, so purple paper is for brushing your teeth, the blue paper is for having your breakfast, the pink paper is for having a bath or something like that. So you can assign whatever tasks they have to do. Now what you need to do is put these papers inside and let the child pick out one. The moment they get this piece of paper, the child needs to recall what was assigned for it and then do the task. Now what this does again is helping them connect back to the information that is significant enough. So unless we teach it this way, children are going to wait for you to give them the prompt. What do you have to do now? Go brush your teeth, go put your put on your clothes, or go wipe your hands, or something like this. Everything that you need to keep reminding them, and it becomes such a complex habit to set because they're always waiting for an external cue. They're never able to internally regulate and access the habit. Now don't worry if your child has special needs or if your child is neurotypical. Either way, when you help children by asking them questions in a gentle, supportive environment, they are able to access the brain, part of the brain that helps them recall the information and then continue to participate or co-regulate along with you to complete the task. When you use threats, when you use force, when you use reinforcement, when you use appreciation, what it does is it gives them a temporary change in behavior, but it does not become a permanent aspect of self-regulation, which is important when children need to develop routines. When you do this for a period of 21 days to 30 days, it usually settles very well into the routine. But for that to take place, you need to also ensure that as parents, you also have consistent and regular habits. If your habits are inconsistent and irregular, your habits on certain days are different, on certain days you're very systematic, children find it very confusing. So if you would like consistent habits in your children, ensure that you're also consistent when it comes to routines. Setting a routine takes time, but if you do it in a supportive environment where the child is given the opportunity to self-regulate and have information which they can access from their own mind, as a result of the questions that you ask them, children are able to set this. And you give them just small charts or reminders which help them to complete the task. This way, children enjoy the routine and they're also able to develop other habits in a similar fashion. I hope this video is useful for you.